Well, hello, and welcome back to another Kingdom Making video with me, Mr. Gill. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for all of your previous views, likes, comments, suggestions, subscriptions, and all of that jazz. I've recently noticed that the YouTube is providing English captions and auto-translating to a number of languages, and I watched a few of those, the YouTube auto translate, and man, I speak fast sometimes, so I'm trying to speak slower. We'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and everyone in between, today I want to talk about some concepts. Okay, so these are non-game concepts, so they are concepts that are created by the players within the game. They're not necessarily things the game itself does, and I want to talk about how alliances interact with each other, so alliance diplomacy, so to speak. So remember that when I speak about these things, I'm not speaking about, in the game you can ally with another alliance. Of course you can do that. The game doesn't require you to do that. There's no in-game mechanic to do that. There's no way of saying, let's ally together, and you could click a button and suddenly you're allied. The only way you can do it is by making, I guess, agreements with other players in the game to do certain things or undertake certain undertakings. So please don't feel that you have to follow these rules or feel that these rules are golden. They might be different in different servers. They might be different for different people. These are the rules that in general in these styles of games, RTS, MMO games, mobile games, strategy games, are the ones that I've noticed kind of pop up the most. My sound levels seem very high. I don't know why. Anyway, so we have an alliance. We are currently ranked 11th within our server, and that's okay. We're doing fine. Now if we click on our alliance, we can see that in our alliance description or on our alliance wall we have the words NAP, Illuminati, and Los Libertadores. I don't know how to say that, it's Spanish, but basically you can see that we have these words here. Now these words mean that I have made an agreement with the leaders of these two alliances that we will have a NAP, or a non-aggression protocol, together. Effectively that means that we will not attack them, they will not attack us at any point. This is the first level of inter-alliance relationships. And this is what most alliances will end up doing at some point in the game, is napping with other alliances in order to help each other grow. Now the benefits of a nap are obviously that we do not have to worry about these guys attacking us. This is the Illuminati alliance down here. We have an agreement, do not attack. Now if an attack does happen, and it is on occasion does happen, I believe we broke the nap a couple of days ago by accident. A new player attacked one of their players, and I had to explain the rules to them. There are a few options that can result in that. My view is that people who do break the nap should be kicked out of the alliance. I make it very clear when somebody joins the alliance who we are napped with. It is written on our alliance wall, so I kind of feel like the rules are there, and if you break those rules then you should no longer be part of our alliance. That's just my view on it. Not everybody has that same view, but I like to kind of play it like that. Hardcore, if you know what I mean. Now, other than that, we can then move to other upgraded types of relationship with other alliances, and they could be called a couple of things. So some people call them a treaty, some people just call it an alliance, so an ally, and some people call it a military alliance. This is a step up from a NAP in that this means that we will now actively defend the other alliance if they come under attack. Okay, so if we decide to treaty or ally or military alliance with another alliance, we are making an agreement that if they are attacked, we will, in permitting circumstances, so you know, if we're not online we can't be expected to help all the time, you know what I mean, but under permitted circumstances we will help them and we will defend them with our lives, with our armies. We will do as much as possible to make sure that they are not that they are defended. Now this is a big step in inter-alliance relationships because it can draw you into wars that you might not want to be a part of, wars that you did not realize were going to happen, etc., etc. We are currently not allied or treated with any other alliance. However, we will be shortly. We've made a decision, or I've made a decision recently, that I think it is time for us to join up with a few others and see if we can topple some of the big beasts, so to speak, in the game. Now, currently we have been offered ally with, I think, about 4 different alliances have approached me and asked to ally. We'll be trying to ally with people that have similar game styles to us. And we've talked about this vaguely before, that you can have asshole alliances, or you can have just kind of chilled alliances. Excuse me. I'm trying to ally with somebody who wants to have a little bit of fun, but is also, kind of honorable, I guess, within the concepts of the game. So those are the 2 kind of elevated versions of inter-alliance relationships, to nap with an alliance or to ally with an alliance. The other options you have are to merge with an alliance. Again, this has been offered a couple of times, and basically what we would do is completely dissolve our alliance and join with another alliance, moving all of our members over. Obviously, this gives an opportunity for all the members to kind of decide whether or not they want to merge. This is an interesting way to do it. I personally have never really liked merging. I think once you get into the game a little bit and you've played for a little bit with a certain set of people, you kind of get into your own habits and the way you play and the way you talk to each other, and I think it's hard to kind of break that culture and change that culture by merging with another alliance. I've tried it a few times in other games and it never seems to work out as well as we always thought. So merging is really not an option that I consider. However, it is something that should be on the table if you're looking at your alliance relationships and how you want to move forward and grow your alliance and help the people within your alliance. The only other option left on the table is obviously then to kill everybody else. Yeah, so we have 4 kind of inter-alliance situations, if you would. And remembering that these are not game situations. They are not game mechanics. They are not designed by the developers. These are the ways that real people interact with each other, and these are the 4 ways they can do it. So the last one being, of course, that you can kill everyone and let God sort it out, I guess. That's kind of, I guess, being alone, to having no nap, having no allies, and not considering any merging is a tough choice to make, and it is a hard road to travel, because you will have to be incredibly strong, because as the game progresses, as we go from early to mid and people get stronger and stronger and stronger, obviously there are in-game situations, the battle for capitals and things like that that'll happen when we move up the levels a little bit further. Those things require alliances to either work together or fight each other, and so as we go forward, you are forced by the game to kind of have these inter-alliance relationships, and you need to kind of start thinking about it as early as possible. So just to kind of recap, if you're an alliance leader, if you're in an alliance, these are the 4 ways that you can move your alliance forward, so to speak, by either napping, having a non-aggression protocol with another alliance, either with ally, so having a mutual defense situation with another alliance, merging with another alliance, so completely dissolving your alliance into somebody else's, or vice versa, they can dissolve into yours, or just deciding to go it alone and kill everybody who looks at you funny. Which I promise you is always a tempting option. I like playing these games. I'm not a big war person, but I like playing these games because of that option of killing everybody is always there in the back of my head. You know, I'm not a psychopath at all. Anyway, I just thought I'd lay that out for you, because I do get a few questions about things like this. You know, people might not have played as many of these sorts of games as I have, or they might be kind of new to that concept of working together, so to speak. Right, I hope that helped. Please make sure you leave a like, comment if you can. It all helps the algorithm get these videos in front of people who are starting out in the game and want to learn. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Make sure you eat some cheese today. It looks rainy outside. I don't really want to go out, but I've got a lunch situation. See ya. Bye.